The story really gets me thinking. A young woman meets a guy online. They chat for weeks and finally decide to meet up. You approach him and strike up a conversation. Things are going well until suddenly he pulls out his phone and starts scrolling through photos. Initially, she ignores him, assuming it's just part of his job. But when he begins to cross boundaries and make inappropriate comments, she confronts him. Surprisingly, he apologizes and backs off. However, he continues to appear in different places, making her feel stalked. Determined to find out his true intentions, she sets a trap, inviting him to her home under false pretenses. Once inside, she realizes that he's there to blackmail her. He threatens to expose their encounter unless she gives into his demands. Overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty, she finds herself torn between reporting him to the police and protecting her reputation. As she grapples with this difficult decision, she must also confront the emotional toll that this experience is taking on her marriage and mental health. Will she find the strength to overcome this ordeal and seek justice, or will she succumb to the pressure and pay a heavy price? Stay tuned to find out. He introduces you to his friends, but they all seem uninterested in talking to you. You try to change the subject, but he keeps bringing up inappropriate topics. Then he makes a move on you. You politely refuse, but he doesn't take no for an answer. Frustrated, you excuse yourself to the restroom and he follows you. Trapped inside the bathroom stall, you realize you're in danger. You lock the door and call for help. Just as the police arrive, he bursts through the stall and tries to escape. Finally, justice prevails as he's arrested, but you're left shaken and traumatized by the experience. This terrifying tale serves as a reminder to stay vigilant and prioritize your safety. Never hesitate to trust your instincts and seek help when you feel uneasy. Remember, you are not alone and there is strength in numbers. Share this story with your loved ones so they, too, can stay aware and cautious. Let's create a safer environment together by supporting and looking out for one another. He's good-looking, funny, charming, everything she's ever dreamed of in a man. But as soon as they start talking, she notices something strange. He keeps bringing up random topics and asking her opinion on them. Confused, she answers anyway. And he uses these answers to make future comments later on. And it's only when she calls him out on it that he admits what he's doing. He tells her that he's testing her, trying to figure out if she's the right girl for him, but she's taken aback. How can he possibly measure compatibility through casual conversation? Doesn't know her at all. So she ends the date early, frustrated and confused, but he doesn't take no for an answer. He follows her home, tries to sneak in, and she has to call the police. It turns out he's a serial stalker and she barely escaped his clutches. This story reminds us that trust is essential in relationships and that we should never ignore red flags. So please, friends, share your experiences. Have you ever encountered a guy like this? If so, share your stories below. Let's learn from each other's experiences and stay safe. Okay, here's a crazy scenario for you. Picture this, you're at a bar and you spot a good-looking stranger across the room. And if you think this story is crazy, wait till you hear this next one. A married woman receives unwanted attention from a colleague.